Good morning, everyone. Sorry for the slight delay as we were waiting for all your friends to join in as well. So, since we are still early in the briefing, please remember to invite your friends to come in and listen to the briefing as well. Yeah. So, welcome and good morning to everyone. Welcome to the Equity Simulator briefing for Bursa Inter-Varsity Stock Challenge BISC 2025. As you know, this challenge is organized by Bursa Malaysia alongside with our mentoring brokers, Affin Huang Investment Bank, M Investment Bank, CGS International, Maybank Investment Bank, and finally RHB Investment Bank. I would like to congratulate you guys for making it this far. I believe now is phase one, so hopefully you guys are doing your research report at the moment. All right, so for today's briefing, we will learn how you can navigate through the simulator through My Bursa. All right, so for the first part, I would like to welcome Chen Yap from End to End to explain a little bit about how it works. Chen Yap,
Right.
please
There.
pass to you. Okay, I'll stop sharing the screen, yeah?
Okay. Right. Hi, morning. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Yes, right. Okay. Okay, so as first, when you come to this my.bursamalaysia.com, okay, of course you're required to have your own account and start logging in from here. Okay. Actually, I have already logged in. I just gone through how, from here you can log into the trading portal. Okay, so you hit this login, the avatar here, login, then you will lead to a login page, of course. Okay, so you just key in your credentials and then key in the OTP, then you will be actually able to log into this portal. So within this portal here, just need to go to market and tools, equity simulator. When you hit this equity simulator, you open up with this, you'll be able to come into this trading portal, right? So when come into this trading portal, by default, what you can see is this layout with three panels on the screen. I mean, on the left, this is the so-called code screen. The code screen is the tools or widgets that for you to actually look at the whole market stocks. Okay, there are several different way to actually sort by your sequence. This in which I will come into this later. So in the middle, this is the analysis chart, and then we do have some other detailed information about certain stocks here. So whenever you hit any stock here, for those stocks that you're interested into, looking into the detail, just to hit the stock in the code screen. On the right hand side, the stock information will actually load accordingly to your selection. Yeah. Okay, so how this work is basically, you see in the middle, the chart is not moving at this moment, right? When you select this, you see the stock information is actually moving, but the stock chart is not moving. This is because for this particular widget, it is not linked with the same color code yet, right? So you see a small arrow here, just need to hit it out, and then you see this icon, hit this one, and then set a group, same with all of them. Okay, this is the group one. So once you set it with the group one, then you'll be able to have the chart also loaded based on this selected stock here. All right. So if you do not like this default layout, you have plenty other layout for you to choose from. You just need to go to the setting, right? Here there are several layout that you can choose for your own preference. Okay, now I will change to this layout here to ease our trading later. All right. So once you select one of the layout, you just need to apply. Then the whole thing will change to this layout. Yeah, why I need this layout is because later on I will pull out more widgets that you might need for your trading. All right. Okay, so I'll come into that in a bit later. Okay, so for now, when you have this layout, the next thing you need to do is on the market, what you want to look for, I mean, from the market. So there are several sorting available at this moment here. Okay, you can either sort by top volumes. So now when I hit this one, the whole market stocks will be showing here. You can view it is now sorted by the top traded volume. So you see currently what are the stocks that is actively traded in the market, right? So if you do not want to actually just purely look at the traded volume or how active is the stock is being traded, you can actually also sorted by whether all the gainers and losers, right? So those stocks that is currently in the uptrend or currently it is in the downtrend or something like that, you can actually be sort the whole market by using gainer and loser as well. Okay, apart from this one, all the rest is sorted by name, sorted by trade. Trade and volume, basically, these are all active stocks. So you just sorted by trade or volume to look at those most traded in the market, right? The same to the value, right? So after you decided where to go, for example, now you go for those traded volume. Okay, so then now you can either, okay, there is a other market that you can actually look into it. Okay, we have the normal market, buying market, off market, and or some other markets. Okay, apart from here, for these all stocks, if you would like to look for some other filtering criteria, okay, example, if you want to go for the Sharia counters, then you just need to come to this drop down and go for Sharia. Okay, from here, the screen will be sorted based on this selected Sharia filter. Then all stocks here are all Sharia. Yeah, you see from the stock information here, there is a indices. I mean, for this indicator here, it indicates that this is a Sharia stock. Okay. Of course, there are several other filtering that you can actually go through. Okay, example, if you do not want to go for this main board stock, you can go for structured warrant or even other ace market stocks. Okay, other than this, basically, instead of doing this filtering, if you already know certain stocks that you want to go for example, yeah, you just key in your stock code or the stock symbol. Basically, from here, you'll be able to shortlist based on your search keyword. So now I'm looking for this Maybank here. So in case because looking at this whole code screen, because it is actually showing the whole market. So if you do have some stocks that you want to closely monitor, what you can do next is to have this stock being added to your watch list. Okay, so you just need to right click on this particular stock, and there is a add to watch list button at the bottom here. So you just need to hit on this add to a watch list, then you select a watch list. Of course, now I have already created one watch list. So you just need to add to this particular watch list here because now I only have one and the only one. Okay, just add to this trading watch list. Then you will be added into the trading watch list. So you can come to this, next you can come to this watch list button on top, hit on it. You have several options for your watch list. Just now the one that I have, okay. The two ways that you can bring out the watch list widget, one is by hitting on this one. You will have a pop-up here, right? After pop-up, if you do not want this watch list to be always, block your view for other widgets, you can move them and dock into this section. So you can make it a tab, then you can switch around the code screen and the watch list. Yeah. So from here, you see the Maybank is the one that I have added just now, right? If you do want to have some other watch list, then what you can do is you hit the button here. There is a create watch list. Okay, and hit on it. You give a name for your watch list. Hit OK. Then you'll be able to pick from here. There are two different watch lists available, right? So you hit this watch list 2 and place here. Okay, the next another way for you to actually add the stock into your watch list is by like this here. There's a add stock here, right? You just need to search for your stock, example, Bursa. Okay, hit enter. This has been added. Okay, this one added. So when you in your keywords and then hit enter, the stock immediately will be added into your watch list. So now you do have two watch lists here. Actually, you can switch around this watch list and then pick your stock. Okay, you just need to pick your stock. Okay, there. And let me choose some other letters. Okay. Okay, you choose here, then same thing, all these widgets are linked to the same color, will change according to your selection. Okay, now this guy is not changing. Yeah, it is because the color, the group is not assigned yet. So what you need to do next is to also assign the same group for this intraday chart, right? So other than this intraday chart, if you do want to pull out some other widgets, there are plenty of them on top here. You just need to go through each and every one of them. Okay, so watch list I've gone through. And then stock information by default for this layout, it is already here. So for this stock information, what you have is just some basic information for that particular stocks. And then the trading, all the trades, required time sales. This is actually the historical trades within this today. Okay, from beginning until now, right? So this is all the transactions, and business done is basically grouping by price. Okay, how the whole market for this particular stock. What are the prices that currently more traded on? Okay, so you see, you can look by looking at this particular screen. You can you'll be able to know actually now 9.8 is something that is these two prices are more traded. Okay, and then price distribution and business done, basically they are the same thing, just they are grouping by price, just that the way that to present the price is different. This one is in the bar chart and the other one is in a table view. Okay, then here you do have a more detailed analysis chart. Okay, from here you'll be able to actually see more in-depth analysis on this particular charting tools. Okay, compared to this intraday chart. Intraday chart, basically you can only view for today's transactions. Okay, so other than this, you can also pull out the chart from here. Okay, this is it is loaded by default. Okay, if you do want to have some more chart for some other setting, so we can just pull this out and then set this arrow, and you can actually expand this arrow for all the toolbars. Inside there are several tools that you can use to like inserting certain indicators. Okay, if you are actually expert in viewing the chart, okay, you can actually pull out this chart and then insert those indicators for you to actually do some analysis on the chart. Based on this chart, you should be able to see the trend and things like that, right? So for this part, buy and sell, let me just go through later. Okay, because after you have all this market data in place, okay, next thing you need to do is whenever you know what to buy or sell, then only you come to this one. So other than that, you can actually go to the Bursa news. So these are all the announcements that we have from Bursa. Okay, you can actually type in your keyword. Okay. So after search for it, all the information about Maybank actually will be shown here. Okay, what I can do next is also, because this widget is actually blocking the whole view. Okay, you can also move this around and then place it somewhere here, make it a tab, and so that you have the freedom to switch to this news later on, right? Okay, other than the news, this analysis, this is all the dividend. This one, how this is a list of recently what are the stocks that the issue some dividends and something like that. So here there's a screen that you can view. And the warrants is actually similar to the code screen, just that this widget it's specialized in filtering out all the warrants. So now if let's say you search for a specific stock, okay, it will be actually filter the warrants by that specific stocks here. Okay, so these are all roughly the tools that you can use for monitoring the whole market stock informations. All right, from the prices to the market depth. Market depth is the one that you look at all the BISCs from the market, and also the charting, and also all these stock information tools. Okay, so once you know what stock to go for it, okay, next thing you can either hit the buy or sell button from here by selecting the stock that you want. Okay, maybe we go to this code screen. Say for example for Maybank. Okay, what you can do is either you can double click on this particular row. Okay, it will bring up this order pad. You see, by default it is in selling. Why it is selling? Because the column that you hit on this code screen, it determines by default whether this order pad is loaded with the sell action or the buy action. Okay, now you see we have the bid and ask section. Okay, if you are hitting double clicking on this ask section, right? So by default it will create a buy ticket. Okay, if you close this guy and hitting on the bid section, it will be actually creating as sell. Of course, from here you should still have the freedom to actually change your action here, right? Okay, say for example, now we try to buy some stock for this Maybank. Before you do any buy or selling, okay, you see this order book is attached here. Because just now when I select the layout for this layout, by default, the order book is actually attached here. Yeah. So for those who are using some other layout, if you do want to pull out the order book, you can go to this section. Okay, there are several widgets that you can select from. Order status is the order book that you're seeing here. And then if you want to look for your historical order, then this is the widgets for order log. It's some detailed event happened for a particular order, right? So now we just skip this one since the order book is already here, right? So now you can try to place some order. You just need to determine the quantity. Okay, so in terms of this quantity, there are if for those not, I mean, for those who prefer to trade the whole trade in units instead of lot, because now here you see quantity is actually times 100. Times 100, every value that you key in will actually multiply by 100, because this is the loss one lot size for this particular share. Okay, so if you do not want to trade by lot, what you can do is you can actually go to here. Okay, you can choose to actually for this version of okay, never mind. Just keep this one. So now it is actually traded by lot. Okay, then I key in one lot size and then buy. Okay, you see this particular order will appear here. Immediately it is filled. I think this is because just now there is a trade done on this particular stock, so that's why this one is filled. So early in the morning I placed the other two order, and now it's still queuing. Okay, so okay. Let's try again to double click. Okay, so that by double clicking this one, you see this order pad just now, it is also still blocking everything. Okay, you can also put this aside into this particular section, right? So you can still go for some other stock here, like maybe look for Anko and same thing. Okay, because this one it's actually linked to the group as well. So whenever you do, whenever you hit the changes in the stock here, okay, the order pad will also load according to the selected stock. then this will actually ease you for keying in the stock code every time. You just need to select one stock from here, then proceed with your you can change your price to something else, and then hit buy confirmation. Okay, so you see now every time when you hit a buy action or sell action, before you trade, it will actually pop up a confirmation. But if you, let's say, you feel like this is annoying, you can actually take this one to skip the confirmation. So now if you proceed with okay, let me skip. This is yeah, so you see when you hit the buy, there is no confirmation from. Okay. Okay, right after so far any question? I think before I move on, is there any other any things that you need clarification on something?
So we have one question from Zhen Feng Chong. He asks, may we know how does the simulator adjust for share price drop or increase due to dividends, stock split, or consolidations?
I think for this simulation, there is because the simulator and also the real market, they are actually disconnected. So basically, that will not actually affecting our share price in the, I mean, the one that we place the order.
Yeah, Chenya, I'll take this one.
Okay.
So if you have bought a share that will be undergoing a corporate action, the system will automatically adjust your portfolio to reflect that accordingly. So it does follow more closely to the real market, as much as possible. But just to be clear, I believe the corporate actions will refer to stock splits, and also consolidations. Dividends are not part of this simulation. So dividend stock strategies will not work.
Right. So next question is from Mei K Fong. So what is the difference between the status for queued and filled means?
Okay. Right now you see there are several status here in the order book. Okay, the basic one is whenever you hit submit button. Okay, when you submit certain order, it will either be in the pending queue or partially filled or filled. Okay, actually filled means match. Okay, match means the field is meant let's say I pick one example from here. Now order quantity, let's say this 300. Okay, I buy this 300. If say for example it matches like only 100 from this 300, so what you will see the status is actually partially filled. Okay, until all 300 get matched, then you will see the status change to filled, right? So for those none of them is actually matches. You see total match quantity is 0. You see, but it is already in the market, so that's why this is queued. Right. So when you feel like, okay, you do not want to proceed with this order anymore, you just right click and cancel. Okay. Okay. The status immediately changed to cancel. So from here, some important status that you'll be seeing from here, it's queue, fill, and cancel, or even expire or something like that. So partially fill is one of them. Partially fill means you will see the total quantity match actually you will start to increase. Okay, maybe it is not fully fulfilled all the quantity yet. Example like this 300, 200. If let's say match only 100, you see the total match quantity is 100, and your original quantity basically is 200. So here your status you'll be seeing partially filled.
All right, thank you. So another question, may we know how do we set a stop loss in this platform?
For stop loss, I think this is not covered. You
Yeah.
have to, for this stop loss or take profits, basically for this kind of orders, it's not covered in this simulation.
All
Yeah,
right.
so as per the game rules, only limit orders with day validity are enabled.
Yes.
Other order types are not available in the simulation.
All right. So what are the changes in this version versus the last year one?
If for those who joined this game also last year, I think there's not much changes. I mean, basically how you use the platform are still the same.
Okay. So another question, how do we know if we have made a profit? Is it possible to cancel a trade if they have mistakenly buy or sell the stock?
Yeah, okay. So first of all, there are two questions here. So how you cancel the order, basically just now I demonstrate once. Okay, but anyway, you can still proceed. Here you see when you right click on this particular order here, there is a revise and cancel button. Okay, now you see this is these two are actually disabled. Why is this it is disabled? Because this order already completed. Okay, filled. For field order, you have no choice. I mean, you can't cancel, you can't revise anymore, right? So now if the order is still actively in the market, then when you right click on this particular order, you have the option to revise your price scope, your quantity, or you can cancel from here. Okay, when you hit the cancel, okay, you see this order pad will actually loaded with this particular stock information. I mean the order information. The action is actually cancelled. What you can do is after you confirm all this information, then you can just hit the cancel button. Okay, this order will be cancelled. So the status now immediately change to cancel, right? Okay, if you feel like, okay, your price is not something that you are happy with, okay, you just need to right click and set a revise. You see this order pad immediately change the action to revise. Okay, now you feel like, okay, you want to get some from 2 to 5. Okay, you just you take note on this part, the quantity that you have at this moment is 200. I revised the quantity from 200 to 500. Okay, after I hit revise, this will up to 500. Okay, the status now changed to replace. Replace indicates that actually you do some amendment on your existing order. So you see this order quantity that previously is 200, now it is increased to 500. So there are two ways. One, it's if you do not want this order anymore, you just cancel. If you're not happy with your price or not happy with your quantity, you can revise it. Okay. Okay. The second question is regarding your gain and loss, right? Okay. So basically, this will come to another widgets. You do have this portfolio. Okay. So from here, you just there are two different widgets here: equity portfolio and the realized gain loss. So for equity portfolio, this we call it the something that is unrealized. Meaning you say you still hold with all these stocks, but then you haven't sold out yet. So now from here, you will be able to see your unrealized gain loss from here. Okay, for this particular stock now, the unrealized is basically 3. Okay, this you can actually show some more columns. Unrealized gain loss percentage. Okay. Yeah, so this is the percentage of your gain loss. This is your value of your gain loss. Okay, those dash are actually no gain and loss. So from here, you'll be able to know for this particular stock in current position whether you are actually gaining or losing.
Okay, thank you. So will the unrealized profit be considered for their marks as well?
Sorry, come again.
Will the unrealized profits be considered for their marks scoring?
I'll take that. I'll take that one. So, as per the rules of the game, the unrealized profit will. So what happens at the end of the game on the very last day is that we will assume all of the shares that are still held in your portfolio are force sold at the price available at the end of the day, the last done price at the end of the trading day of the very last day of the competition. So indirectly, this means whatever you have in your unrealized portfolio is taken into account, but our word of advice is to not rely on that, because you would be depending on the market to decide what price is available at the end of the day, which would impact the value of your portfolio. We would typically advise to sell off the shares yourself at the price you desire, so you have more control.
All right, thank you so much. So another question we have from the participant is that since this simulation, they're asking if we are trading between each other, or does it involve outside funds, real trading time? So they are wondering if there is time and sell record, but who is trading? Is it between them only or both parties?
Brian, you able to take a word?
Yeah. So because this is a simulation, your buy and sell orders are matched in a virtual environment. It doesn't actually go to the stock exchange. In this simulation environment, there is no matching against other traders who are queued. So it really is matching against the last done price in the market. But then again, there are also rules and policies set by the judges at the end of the trading session. So they don't just look purely on your profit, they also look at your strategy. So if you have been found to be employing strategies that are not valid in the real market, then those orders and that contestant may be disqualified.
All right, thank you. So once another question, once their order has been filled, how do they close their profit?
What does that mean?
They ask if they want to take profit now or cut my losses.
Yes, okay. So if let's say now you have let's say for example now I bought this Maybank at this price. So if you want to, I mean, if I get you correctly, okay, if you know that you want to take profit from one, of course you have to look at, if let's say market increase, I mean the price is actually up until certain price that if you happy, okay, let's say for example up to another 20 cents or something like that, you have to sell to make your real profit because those profit that you have in the unrealized, basically they are just numbers. Okay, it is something that is not realized yet. So what you need to do is you have to sell it off for a price that you when the price increase only actually you will be able to actually make a profit lah. So if let's say so for cut loss is also similar things. If the price drop to a certain level, if you want to stop your losing, what you can do is you can actually sell it off to stop further losses lah.
All right, thank you very much. That's all the question that we have for now. Okay, hold on, sorry. There's one more.
Social is not there.
Yes, so another question is there a set market value to sell and good for or of the day's sell? If they
Okay,
want
so
to,
now we
yeah.
only have the order type as limit. So every time we have to define a limit price for your orders, and the validity is only 4 days. So there is no GTD order or any kind of other validity available for this simulation.
All right, thank you so much. So far, no other questions. Perhaps we can move on to the transaction fees.
Okay, Terence.
Right, I will share my screen here. Okay, you guys can see my screen?
Yes, can.
All right. Okay, this transaction fees is actually implemented since last year. So it applies to all the buy and sales orders in this simulator. So let's go through some details of the transaction fee we implement here. The brokerage fees is 0.05% of the contract value. The stamp duty is 1 ringgit for every 1,000 of transaction value. Okay, it will cap at 1,000 per contract. And there's a clearing fees, 0.03% of the transaction value, capped at 1,000 per contract with no minimum fees. Okay. So how we going to calculate on this transaction fees? There's a formula here. I already have one calculator in this Excel form for you to just have a look on how this works. So for example, your quantity unit, let's say we put 1,000 and this is your price. So once you enter, then this calculator will automatically generate the total transaction fees for that particular transactions. So this is the total price if you buy on that counter, and if you sell on this counter, this will be the price which will be deducted on the transaction fees. And how are you going to observe the transaction fees? That will be from the trading limits you have in for each of the participants. Okay, so you will be observe the trading limit before and the trading limit after you have buy or sell your stocks, and that will be also deducted from the total transaction fee that already apply to these transactions. So I will go through some example here. You guys so far so good? Okay, I'll go through some example here on this transaction fees. So for this one is a submit buy order. So you get 10,000 unit price 0.045%, 0.045 ringgit, and the total value is 450. So your brokerage fees, your after routing is 0.230. Then your clearing fee is 0.135. And then after routing with the stamp duty, 1 ringgit. So your total transaction fee is 1.37. So this will be the result after your buy orders with also the transaction fees included in your trading limits. So you will be able to observe the transaction fees effect in the trading limits. However, due to some limitation, we are not including these transaction fees into the unrealized gain loss or in your portfolio as well. So you only be able to observe the transaction fee in the trading limits. So this is the example of when you buy a stock and after you have submitted the order and it get matched, then this will be the figure after including the transaction fees. So same for cancel order. Okay. So this is the example we have. When you cancel the order, cancel the buy order, so the transaction fee it will not change on these trading limits. Okay. So this is a transaction involved in this cancel order. So we have a few examples here. Submit revise request. So for this example is to revise your quantity which is greater than your original order quantity. Okay. So at first is 100 units, and then you revise it to 500. And then your transaction fees will be included over here. And this is the result. Okay, before and after in your trading limits. So your trading limits figure will be able to observe over here in the buy and sell pane. Okay, so many people will wonder why the trading limits and this realized gain loss is not matched. Is because in the trading limits here we already inclusive all the transaction fees. Okay. So next example is your revised quantity is lesser than your original order quantity. The same goes to the order over here. Revised order quantity to 100. And then this is the transaction fees. Okay. So another example is your revised price is greater than your original order price. Okay. It was priced at 1 ringgit and your revised price is 1.030. So that will be the result. Okay. So you can use the calculator to simulate the transaction fees so that to synchronize with your trading limits figure here. Okay, next example is your revised price is lesser than the original order price. So we will distribute these example cases and also this calculator to the participant when they are requested for it. And the last one is also we look at the cancel sell order. Okay. So these are the transactions involved to cancel, and these are the result. And the last one is the match sales order. So inclusive the total transaction fee into the trading limit. Okay. So you can go through this example with your orders so that you know how this transaction fees is going to reflected in your trading limits over here. Okay. So is there any question?
All right. Thank you so much, Terence. So for the questions, we will take at the end of the explanation of the trading rules so that we can just answer them together, right?
All right.
So thank you so
So I
much.
stop sharing. Yeah.
Yes, stop sharing so I can share with them the trading rules. So I know that you guys have some questions regarding the trading rules, hence we'll take a look at that. Okay. So for the first rule, the trading is executed real time and will only be fulfilled against orders in the underlying market. For example, trades fulfilled in a day will not exceed a total volume traded in the market. Note, if a stock has 30,000 units on the offer at a given time, the challenge will only allow a maximum purchase of 30,000 units at the point of time. Any excess will continue to be queued in the market. The same limitation applies for the sale of securities. Next, participants are required to perform a minimum of 3 ETFs transactions during the trading challenge. A team credit balance will be offset against a buy order. Any amount from unmatched orders will be recredited to the team's account. Also, any credit due for sell orders will only be recredited to the team's account when the order is matched. All orders shall be considered as limit orders as End-to-End explained earlier, and are valid only for the day which the order is placed. At the end of the day, all unmatched orders will expire. So you have to remember the trading hours will be at 9 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. and then the next trading hour is 2:30 p.m. to 5 p.m. Right? And lastly, the participant may trade structure warrants during the trading challenge. However, corporate actions, including warrant conversions, will not be enabled throughout the trading challenge except for bonus issues and stock splits. Moving on, participants may only cancel or revise their orders if it has not been matched. Next, there are no odd lots to be traded. You can only trade full lots. No short selling is allowed. And these are the brokerage fee. All right, we have been explained by Terence earlier of the brokerage fees. Okay, and the brokerage fee is 0.05% of the contract values. The stamp duty is 1 ringgit for every 1,000 of transaction value, kept at 1,000 per contract, and the clearing fee is 0.03% per transaction. Right. And the only language of use will be in English. And upon the completion of the trading challenge, all login credentials for participants will be disabled and the portfolio balances of participants will be captured and recorded. But to be safe, I want you guys to practice to screenshot your own trading session. All right. It's important that if you made it to the finale, you must have a record of it so you can present to the judges. Okay, so that is all for the trading rules. Do you guys have any further questions about either phase 1 or phase 2? Please type it in the Q&A box. All right. Okay. So one question from the participant: can we buy multiple stocks from different companies? Yes, we can buy multiple stocks from different companies. Hold on, yeah. All right, so I'll direct this question to End-to-End. The participant would like to know, why does it take an hour to fill their position of 10 lots in the simulation despite their active trading movement at the highest bid?
Every matches from our simulator, basically, it is based on the market activity as well. Based on the last traded price. If let's say now you place an order with 0.5, okay. But in the market, there is no such a price that is traded or matched at that price. So your one will not be actually matched. Or even if let's say it does have some matches on the in the markets, but it still need to based on the queue, like say for example all the participants place an order for company A, say for example stock A. So if you are the last one in the queue, basically it will still actually whenever there is a trade happen, matches at certain price that according to what you have submitted, but maybe somebody else will actually get matched instead of yours. So it very much also depend on how the current market moving.
And also to add on to that, because this is a simulation, typically in the real world market, and your order will go to the stock exchange and would match against the market depth, the actual order book in the market. But because this is a simulation, that doesn't take place. So when you send an order, although you are sending an order that should be matched based on the market depth, the system will not match you unless there is a real trade in the market that had occurred following the same price that was transacted in the market. So that would also explain why you don't get immediate matches, probably because you're trading on a counter that's not so liquid, and you really are waiting for someone in the market to have sent an order just like yours in order for the simulation to recognize it as a matched order.
Okay.
Brian or Terence, do you have scenarios where you can present on this issue, like the market depth and the real transacted volume?
Maybe let me try see whether I can share. Can let me share my screen?
Okay, sure.
Can you see?
Yes, Ken.
Okay. So this is market depth. Maybe we pick some stock that is currently actively trading. You see, even though, okay, let me switch to the time series as well. Okay, even though the market depth, it's a lot of quantity in the market queuing for this particular price, because since again just now Brian also mentioned this is just a simulation, the order is not actually going into the market, so the market depth, the BISC here is actually not reflecting to the order that you are placing. Okay, so even though you see there are quantity that's queuing with this price, when you submit, your order will not get immediately matched. It depends very much on the last traded price. If let's say now you can see the market keep on moving. I mean, there are a lot of BRs happen, but if there is no trade happen, your order will not get matched. Even there is a trade in the market, but if the price is not something matching your price, your order will not get matched as well. So now maybe we can try to place one order for this 4.67. Okay, so I place 200. So now I buy. Okay, this one immediately you get match, you see, because there is a price match in this let me try and change some other price. 6 7. This now got 6.8. Okay, and I need to buy higher. Reject it. Now with this price, it is now queuing because in the market, they are running with some other prices. Okay, so until if let's say somehow this price keep dropping until 4.650, only your order will get matched. So here, what you can look at is because even though the time issues here is not something that is really reflecting your orders. Okay, so what the simulation work, it's whenever there is a match in the market, the price here very much depend. I mean, it will actually the simulator will actually get all queuing orders, because the participant might be actually buying stock at the same price. So also will be a first serve kind of first in first out kind of logic. If you see the price get matched at 4.650, your order might not be matches. Oh, Brian, do you have any better logic on this part?
Sorry, could you repeat that?
Okay, just because now the one that I'm trying to show here basically is to, the price that you are placing now, you see, even though in the market, okay, there are several BRs on certain all these prices. Example now 4.690. Okay, if you place an order 4.690, if there's none of the transaction happen, basically your order will also not get matched. Basically, the whole simulator, it is actually based on the
time and sales.
Time and sales, that's correct.
Yes, that's correct. That is correct. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much.
Okay, so Terence and Brian, so what you are saying is that even though they are in the market, the order, according to order depth, they are asking price at, let's say, 4.72 for PCAM, right? 4.72 for PCAM. So if you are willing to buy higher than the current last time price, if you put in an order to buy at 4.72 when there are sellers willing to sell at 4.72, your orders will not get matched unless there's a real transacted volume at 4.72 at that point of time. Correct?
Yes, that's right. That's right.
All right, thank you so much. So another question we have is for the ETF transaction rule. If they buy and sell one ETF, is it considered as one transaction or is that considered as two transactions? Are there any restrictions on the type of ETF that they can purchase?
So to answer that question, it would be two transactions. One's to buy, another one's to sell. In terms of ETF, I don't think there is a restrictions on what ETF can be purchased. Is that right? From Bursa team? Because that's something that you can set in the settings page, the admin page. If you guys haven't set anything, then we can assume that there are no restrictions for that for now.
All right, so another question is, can they trade futures?
No, this simulation is only for equities.
All right, thank you. So can they use TradingView to analyze the buying and selling? Will that have any effect on this simulator?
Well, in the trading platform, we use TradingView as well. There is a chart for TradingView. It's on the top right, you can see. But if you have your own TradingView account and you're looking at the shares for analytic purposes, yes, there should not be an issue. We're both using real-time data.
All right, so one participant wants to clarify. So once the stock has been filled in the order book, then it cannot be corrected, right?
It's just like the live
Yes.
market. When the transaction occurs, you can't go to the stock exchange and say, oh, I made a mistake, I want to redo it. Too bad. The transaction has gone through, you would have to take it as it is. That's exactly like how the real market works.
All right, thank you so much. So I will move on to the last part of the briefing. And if you guys have any more questions, you can type it down in the Q&A box. Oh, and by the way, some of them are asking, short selling, why is it not allowed in the simulator?
Because the rules of the game does not allow for short selling. All we can say is that only limit orders with day validity are allowed in this game.
All right, thank you so much. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, so we have reached to the final part of the briefing. I hope that you guys learn a few new things for upcoming phase 2, right? So some important notes. Number 1, right now, I'm sure you guys are aware that phase 1 is currently ongoing and the submission deadline is on the 31st of August by 11:59 p.m. latest, right? The submission, you must do it through ThoughtStream portal on my Bursa, not emailing me, all right? And secondly, you must register a My Bursa account using the same email as your BISC registration if you haven't. Now, without this, you will not receive your MBS ID and you will not be eligible to trade in phase 2. And third, when you log into the simulator, you may see your ID for right now. That is, the ID is either MBID or MBS ID. So for the competition, only MBS ID is valid, okay? And so please check your ID before trading. Now I understand that some of you has not received your MBS ID yet, but no worries, you will receive it latest by 26th of August once your My Bursa account is verified. And for the teams, only the team leader will be receiving the MBS ID, so please let your teammates know what they are, right? So, and phase 2 will start on 2nd of September 2025 at 9 a.m. So for now, feel free to explore the simulator, whether your ID is MBID or MBS ID, it doesn't matter, okay? But regardless of what is your ID is right now, the 100,000 virtual capital will be reactivated at the start of phase 2. So no worries, the fund will not deplete or you can earn extra. No, it will be reactivated upon the start of phase 2. All right, so most important, you guys must also review the terms and condition and the trading rules before you begin trading. Okay, and I've sent the link as well if you want to review so that you are fully compliant. This goes for phase 1 and phase 2 as well. As a lot of you are going to submit your report, there must be in a certain format. Okay, and make sure you are familiarized with the platform as well as the trading challenge rules before you start phase 2. Okay, so I believe that is all for now. Any further information, we will notify you through the WhatsApp group or email. Okay, so thank you everyone. And again, you can contact your mentoring broker also if you're not sure, all right? We have Affin Huang Investment Bank, M Investment Bank, CGS International, Maybank Investment Bank, and finally RHB Investment Bank. So thank you everyone for attending the briefing. I hope you all the best. And if any questions, feel free to email me. All right. Okay. Thank you so much, end-to-end, Terence, and also Bursa for attending. And all the best. Bye-bye.